What's up, everybody? Welcome to Freestyle Live. My name is Jack. I'm going to be your host tonight. I am super stoked for the culmination of our efforts tonight. I mean, we started this Freestyle Live journey a long time ago, but we started this Bitcoin sweepstakes many months back. And in the time since, we've given away motorcycles, we've given away Polarises, we gave away a truck, we've given away so many things. And tonight, we finished that with, as always, some amazing news. But we finished the final leg of the Bitcoin sweepstakes. So I'm really excited for that, you guys. If you've been tuning in, we picked 5 winners on the first the first 3 shows. So that's 15 people total. And one of those lucky 15 is going to walk away with a Bitcoin tonight, courtesy of Drew Estate. So I'm super stoked to be here, guys. I'm going to run through a lot of stuff, a lot of information tonight. I'm going to try to hit it as much as possible. But what's important is you guys could win some swag tonight. So I want to reiterate how you win. If you saw some of our TMs going live before the show, they were showing off some amazing 20 Acre Farm swag. So I'm going to hit this a couple times, but the 20 Acre Farm swag is coming out because we have 20 Acre Farm events starting March 1st. But I just want to start by saying, if you guys throw a question in the chat, you could say, ask Frankie Dranks, ask JD, ask Pedro, ask Willy. We're even going to have a mystery guest. That's a big time teaser. If you guys ask a question, we're going to give away some of the brand new 20 Acre Farm swag kits. I'm going to get into what's in the kit in a second. And then also we have a mystery giveaway that's super, super sweet. We collaborated with one of our favorite people to create something amazing for you guys, but I'm not going to give away everything just yet. I would like to start by greeting my fellow ambassadors. I guess they're the ambassadors. I'm just kind of the dancing monkey. I'm going to greet the boys tonight. I'm going to start with Mr. Jonathan Drew. JD, how are you this evening?
What's happening, Jack? You know, you do have a last name, right?
I do.
Yeah,
do I just say Jack?
Yeah,
Jack Hire.
Jack Hire. But it's kind of nice if it's Jack, because then it's kind of like, Brother Jack. I'm doing good, dude. I'm pretty excited about, I love Freestyle Live. It's fun. We always have a good time. We're not as drunk as we used to be, which is not good, right? I mean, this needs to be course corrected immediately. I need to speak to the executive committee. We need to be much more highly intoxicated. Pedro, maybe a little bit.
Oh, my goodness.
You can judge it by the squint, baby.
Thanks, Jack. Feeling good, man.
Yeah, I'm excited. we'll go next to Mr. Frankie Dranks. Frankie, we're coming off a hot episode of Sticks and Sips last night. We took another journey into mezcal. Basically, we're like roommates, but our room is the office. I see way too much of you. How are you doing this evening? That was an insult, but I meant to be a compliment.
Well, I will tell you, Jack. Listen, man. First of all, cheers to everybody out there tuning in Freestyle Live. Here we are, man. The big payoff. So we're super excited about man. We've got so much stuff happening tonight. I'm not going to reveal none of it because I probably need some more Irish whiskey to do that. But last night was an amazing night. We kind of changed the format up for everyone. So if you haven't tuned in, check out the episode. We got me and Joey live in the same room. None of this Zoom box stuff, and we're going live. And we revealed, right, the new swag, and you've got the new swag on. You got the new Sticks and Sips hat, little collab with Wizard and Lost Laundry, and my man JD has got his lid, man, which seems to be JD the hat of choice, brother.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Look, man, I got my Sticks and Sips. We are so proud of the show. And, this hat is the hat that I needed. This was the piece that I was really looking for in my entire wardrobe because, I wear a white fucking shirt every day. And I have green sneakers and shit. This was right, dude. These hats, these Sticks and Sips stuff is hot, dude. You guys are doing good swag for Sticks and Sips. Good shows, too.
Well, thanks, man. Thanks so much. And for everybody out there, tune in. Every Wednesday, Sticks and Sips forever, and we are. I've got something cooking up for tonight. Just to get everybody ready and lubed up, because man, we've got a plethora of stuff. So Jack, I'm gonna roll this back to you, and I appreciate you throwing me in second here.
Well, I was gonna. I usually put you last, but JD mentioned that we're all too sober, so I figured if we put Frankie Dranks, you're like the patron saint of good times on this program. So we put you second. The good times will follow. I'm gonna go next to Mr. Willy Herrera, who was sipping on some Jeffersons, I believe. What are you smoking on, Willy?
Well, right now I'm finishing off a Dirty Rat, man. It's one of my favorites. I love that size, and just excited again tonight, man. It's a big night. Somebody's going to be very, very happy, and I'm just excited to see, how everything goes, and ready to have another great time. And by the way, Frank, I don't have any of those hats, bro.
That's messed up. That's messed up.
Just saying. Two guys from the hood here, Little Havana, Westchester, and no love, bro.
You got to put in the request to the man.
Willy,
man. I mean, you know how it goes, bro. Growing up in the hood, man. It's always about the man, and put in your request, brother. We got you.
Your hats fell off the truck. Speaking Pedro Gomez, I don't even have a good transition, Pedro, but I do want to talk about you are coming to us from a very exciting place. Is that a wild Pedro Gomez? You're out and about. What's going on, Pedro?
Yo, it's great to be right here in the Carolinas. I've been rolling the street with my man Will. So we have been all over South Carolina, all over North Carolina, and it is great, bro. I'm super excited for tonight because tonight somebody's going to be a whole lot of richer. That's right. We're going to be like Jerry Maguire, show me the money. Well, Drew Estate got you, bro. And everybody that has been tuning with us in all our freestyle life, we want to thank you guys for all the support. Tonight is a beautiful night, not just because somebody's going to be extremely rich. It's because the amazing announcement that we're going to make. Is that right, Jack?
Yes, sir. We got a lot of announcements. One thing that we kind of dropped on people, as we always do, Pedro, before the show, was the new 20 Acre Farm swag. So instead of me holding everything up, you can trust that we have some amazing new 20 Acre Farm swag. I'm going to have a graphic showing up with all of our newest swag for our events that are starting March 1st. So some of the stuff is incredible. We have this amazing ceramic 20 Acre Farm ashtray that feels like it's 100 pounds. You could use this thing as dumbbells. The quality on that's insane. We have a 20 Acre Farm travel case. We have a really nice 20 Acre Farm lighter. It's like a stick lighter. And then we also have some 20 Acre Farm cigar scissors. So if you guys are out and about, you could catch Pedro at an event soon. We are going to have a lot of stuff cooking. And be sure to track down some 20 Acre Farm, first of all, and check out the new 20 Acre Farm swag for the events. Now that we got that going, first of all, JD, I know that we sometimes on this show, because we drop so much swag and we just got new stuff, you can kind of almost just be like, okay, here's the new swag. And I feel like we need to linger on this just a little bit, because I know that you had the same reaction when you opened up your box that I did, where it was like, holy shit, like this is so good. Like the quality on this stuff is mind blowing.
Yeah, that's the thing about box. You always look forward to opening it up, and this one was like this incredible moment, this white gleaming, and then that 20 Acre Farm, like the quality of the stuff, because we always do great swag, but it's rare that I'm calling the consumer engagement department and saying like, yo, this is different, this is a standout, because I'm used to it. I'm spoiled a little, we are, but this swag that's going with the promotion, the I don't know what you guys call it, the
SSC
promotion
campaign. Yeah. This is the Instagram.
Yeah, the campaign. My bad, Jack.
You're good.
This swag is really different in terms of just not the quality, but just the way it came out. So, it's very, for me, fulfilling, because when your heart is so connected to something like with 20 Acre Farm, if we're doing something with Herrera, or we're doing something with, something that you're so connected to, an underground. In this case, the 20 Acre Farm is like, I'm watching every detail on the tobacco side. I'm watching every detail on the production side and on the packaging side, and everything, what you guys did with the Freestyle Live Special Edition and those reactions that people were asking, is this a 10th year Herrera? Is this Liga Privada? Those reactions to the blend. Think of what Willy and his team did in that blend. So I was really happy to see this thing go full circle, and you guys deliver swag, and that's why that it was a special box opening moment.
I'm going to just blow right past that line, and also that's another double entendre. But JD, now it's that time of the night where we kind of we've danced around it. People are like, all right, we know you have swag, but what's the big news? So I want to give you the honor of kicking off our next video and kind of giving a little preamble to what we got coming for the people.
What I've learned is the only preamble I'm going to say is run that fucking video, yo.
Drew Estates Barn Smokers are back and incorporate a new DE25 pre-party experience at all 5 locations, including the all-new Barn Smoker Savage Feast. We're kicking off Barn Smoker season in Claremont, Florida, May 13th through the 15th. After that, the Drew Estate crew is headed to the Welk Family Farm in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, home of the Mennonites. That's taking place July 15th and 16th. Then, on August 12th, it's off to Connecticut with the folks at Dunn and Foster Farm, home of the world-famous Connecticut broadleaf tobacco. And if you can't make those dates, don't worry. You can still catch Kentucky Barn Smoker, where they'll be rolling smoke on that beautiful Kentucky fire-cured tobacco. That's happening September 30th through October 1st. We'll end the year at a brand new Barn Smoker Savage Feast experience in Dallas, Texas, on October 22nd. Don't miss out on any of these epic events with the swag, camaraderie, the food, and most important, the cigars. So make sure you save these dates and check out some of the awesome things you get with your ticket.
We'll roll it.
That was a brand new one.
There you have it, everybody. We have the Barn Smoker. They are coming back. Drew Estate is back better than ever. If you guys missed it, I'm going to go through all the dates and all that good stuff later. But before we get into it, I want to tell people about the big giveaway we're doing tonight. So to celebrate the Barn Smoker, our friends from Dank & Co., Jake Dankliffs, made a custom Barn Smoker Air Force One. Now this one, we're not going to give you this one. But we are going to take down your shoe size, and they're going to make one using our Barn Smoker bag. So this bag created this shoe, and we're going to send you a pair that is just for your feet.
There's the auto rotate every time.
So that is pretty incredible. So you guys. I am super excited to tell you about the Barn Smokers. Let's start with the dates again. We'll go over those real quick, and then we'll talk about, how excited we are for Barn Smokers to come back. So the dates of the Barn Smokers, we have Florida, May 13th through the 15th, Pennsylvania, the 15th through the 16th of July, August 12th through the 14th for the Connecticut Barn Smoker, Kentucky's the 30th through the 1st, and then we also have the new Savage Feast that is coming in October on the 21st and the 22nd. So, JD, I'm going to come to you first. I mean, it's back, baby. We're back. How exciting is that? I mean,
yo, it's been too long. I mean, everybody's waiting for Barn Smoker, and it's not just the fans and the consumers on that side. It's also us. Like for us, whether you're bringing your dad or your family, or you're going to see people you haven't seen in 2 years. A lot of people at the Barn Smoker, I don't see them for a year at a time. I see them each time in Pennsylvania or Florida or Kentucky, or what have you. So the difference this year, and I know we're going to talk more about that. You probably get into that more with Pedro and stuff, but or yourself. The difference this year is any Barn Smoker you've been to for Drew Estate, they've been amazing. I mean, just fun. We have a great time. We give away a ton of shit, or however that works. But what the guys have prepared now, this is a whole new level, Jack. I mean, and what we're going to talk about today, and I guess you'll start to walk us through it when the time is right. This is a whole new level this year. So for people who've been to Barn Smoker and you've been, I've done that, you ain't done shit until you come this year. This is like a whole different world right here.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm big kudos to the consumer engagement team, especially Gary. I mean, this is his baby, and he's been waiting for this day for years. So, I mean, he's been revamping, so he's really ready to kind of let the beast out of the cage and finally start hitting some Barn Smokers with you guys. So I'm going to talk to the full group in a second, but I first want to go through some of the swag options and some of the different ticket options you have. Now, just so you guys know, we're going to release a full press release tomorrow. There will be information on the website if you guys are looking for any more, in-depth information, anything that I don't cover. But first of all, we have our GA package, which comes with the amazing over-the-shoulder camo sling bag. In there, you got a lighter, you got a cutter, you got a travel humidor, you got a hat. I think there's a flag, and then of course, you got your bag and your sticks in there too. And then also, as always, we're going to have a VIP package. So the VIP package has some of the same stuff. We have some upgraded swag. There's a knife. There's some other goodies in there that you're going to want to make sure to see and get your hands on. And then I'm going to talk to the full group before I talk about the DE25 pre-party experience. So, Pedro, I want to start with you. I mean, you're back on the road now, but how exciting is it for us to be back in action with everybody at a Barn Smoker, getting together, smoking, drinking, hanging out?
Yo, we're back in action. I like that line, buddy. It is amazing, bro. For me, super excited to be back in the road. Last week I was working with Carabella, and we were in the North Pacific doing events in Washington State, in Oregon. This week I'm here with my man Will. So it's amazing to see our retailers, our end consumers again. As you already know, Jack, in the last 2 years, it was very hard for everybody across the world. But we would like to thank all the support that we got from our retailers, all the support that we got from our end consumer when we create our virtual Drew Estate events. But now we have the opportunity to see them and meet them in person. So I had the opportunity to meet a lot of people that have come to our events, people that I have only met during our virtual events. And of course, nothing like that wouldn't be happening without the support from our retailers that believe in this program, which is virtually. There are other stores that we're still doing virtual events because that program still works for them. For us, me personally, it is amazing to have the opportunity to meet people in person. And I think that that's how we have built the name of Drew Estate, making that personal connection. Speaking about the Barn Smoker, brother, Barn Smoker is a whole different animal at Drew Estate. Because what we do, how the idea came to be. Our first Barn Smoker was in Huntinsville, Kentucky. I believe that it was in 2014. And the idea was because so many people want to come to my hometown in Estelí, Nicaragua, and be part of our cigar safari tours, but because the amount of spot that we have available for everybody was very, it was very short in terms of numbers of people that were coming to Nicaragua. So we decided to open and develop these beautiful events, the Barn Smoker. So we got the Kentucky, we got the Connecticut, we got the Florida, we got the Pennsylvania. Nowadays we got the Savage Feast Barn Smoker. It is amazing. And one thing that we do for people that probably have heard about the name Barn Smoker. What is the Barn Smoker? The Barn Smoker is an event that takes place in a tobacco farm. Let's say it's a good example. Florida Barn Smoker. That one takes place in Clermont, Florida. It's in this beautiful boutique tobacco farm over there. And bro, you got around 800 people that comes from all over the country. We provide them the food. We provide them great drinks. We provide them cigar. And the amount of people that these people meet over there, it is amazing. But the most priceless thing is when the people have the opportunity to go and tour the farm and have the opportunity to have a presentation with Jonathan Drew, have a presentation with Willy Herrera, have a presentation with Jeff Borschwitz. And me, bro, coming straight up from Esteli, having the opportunity to have a presentation as well. It is an experience that only Drew Estate can build in these people's memories. So for us, we are super excited to be back. And I'm super choked just to see the date. And I can't wait to see everybody. The first one, the Florida Barn Smoker. And of course, we have a lot of stuff coming.
We still have a lot of stuff coming on this show. So one thing I want to cover, Pedro, because we're going to get some questions on it. We covered it in the last Freestyle Live, I believe, or maybe Freestyle Live Special Edition, which is the Barn Smoker Goodwill Act. So this was coming and still is coming. It's going to be the 1st of April. I have some sneak previews of what's coming. So we have the goods. If you got the Barn Smoker ticket last year, or DU25 ticket, we're going to be sending the Goodwill Act your way. It's going to have this amazing backpack in it. I'm going to rifle through it for a little bit, and it's going to have a hat. We're going to have a cocktail book, and we're also going to have a spray can lighter, which we showed off before. So fear not. We have the goods for you still. If you got we hear some questions about the Goodwill Act, and I am here to alleviate that. JD, do you want to elaborate while I'm fiddling with this backpack like an idiot? The spray can lighter, I have this here. So this is the one we did for Smoke In, but we're going to have a custom one for the Goodwill Act. It will also come with a hat. And Mr. Frankie Dranks, I think that we've never actually formally debuted this, so I might want you to talk about this for just a second. The Sticks and Sips cocktail book, Frank. Tell people about this for a second.
So, Jack, first of all, pretty hard to follow Pedro on that.
We have to just pivot.
Barn Smoker hype, man. So I am not, in any way, shape, or form going to try to top that, Pedro. Hats off to you, my brother. I love you. Everything you do for Drew Estate is always top notch, and your excitement for Barn Smoker, man, I am there as well. Super excited to go back on the road, and we're gonna have some special activations, and a little shout out to Consumer Engagement for making an amazing experience for all Drew Estate fans, for you guys to come out and experience something that taking it up another notch, if not 3 notches. So in regards to the cocktail book, we made a cocktail book on that first season of Sticks and Sips, and we've got like 30 plus cocktail recipes and pairing guides that went along with that first season of Sticks and Sips, and we're super proud of it. And Jack, we will have that out for everyone to enjoy, so you guys can go back to those episodes, rewatch them, make those cocktails. We have the recipe, we have the directions, and we have some notes on the episode, so you kind of know a little bit of that background.
And we won't give away the whole. Don't throw away the baby with the bathwater. I'm not even using the right analogy, but there will be a Sticks and Sips component to Barn Smoker. So fear not, Sticks and Sippers. We're going to be there, and we're going to be handing out bitch coins. You know it.
Hey, man. Listen, Jack. If there's one thing that I've learned to do on Sticks and Sips is to receive bitch coins and to dole them out as well. So I hope that if you're in the chat tonight that you don't earn a Bitcoin, but man, I'm gonna go back in the chat and start awarding some. Make sure you mix them on the blockchain, and we're good, man. We're good.
All right, so I want to get into next the DE25 pre-party. So, DE25 last year, we were super excited about it. We came out with some amazing ideas, some amazing swag, and we're rolling that into 2022. We're going to take DE25, instead of being one location, one event, we're spreading it across the country, across all of our Barn Smoker, all 5 of our Barn Smoker experiences, the 5th one being the Savage Feast, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But what's going to happen at the DE25 pre-party is not only are we going to have some amazing swag, which I'll get to in a minute, but we're going to have some amazing food. We're going to have some amazing whole hog roasting. There's going to be a competition involved with some of the most premier chefs, barbecue chefs in the business. More on that later. We'll put some of that in the press release. But I want to cover the DE25 pre-party swag and the DE25 pre-party cigars. So, first things first is the DE25 pre-party swag. We're gonna have some amazing swag. This is included in your ticket if you purchase the DE25 pre-party option, and we're also going to have the DE25 commemorative gift box of cigars. So in this gift box, it's 9 cigars. There's some of our favorites, some limited edition stuff that we have throughout the years, and we are super excited for you guys to get a look at this. And I'm going to show this off in just one second, but I want you guys to drink in that beautiful graphic for a second. And then here we go. Yes, sir. So I have these for you. Check that out.
Yo, that's the most bangingest right there. That's the most bangingest. That's ridiculous. I'm so pissed. Yo, you guys, I got to explain that shit to the executive team. You guys are giving away the house.
I also just got a live communique. DJ Eli is feeling left out, and I would like to personally apologize on behalf of Drew Estate for not mentioning that the greatest DJ on earth will be attending all of these events in perpetuity. DJ Eli, shout out. I'm sorry for leaving you behind, brother. But so included in your DE25 pre-party ticket, you're going to get this incredible collector's box, one time only, 9 sticks. In there is a pork belly, a year there. I'm kind of holding it like a book, which I really like. UF4, Undercrown 10, Nica Rustica, Acid 20 Toro, Tobacco Especial, Leather Rose, and a Herrera Esteli CT Broadleaf. Willy, I want to come to you next. I don't know if you picked these cigars, but it kind of feels like you blended most of them. So what can you say to folks about this selection of kind of some of your favorites? I'm looking through it like it's like a coffee table book.
You know, what I say is they could just give them all to me. I'll store them for them. It'll be in a good place, you know?
Like a bank. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Hey, that selection of cigars, that presentation of the cigars, that is just, it's amazing. It's beautiful. It's one of a kind. You know, you're going to have one chance to get it. And, dude, it's so beautiful that I don't think even I'll be able to smoke any one of those. I'll just put it away and say, you know, I'm going to save it for a special moment. But that special moment never comes around.
Like, why I cracked that open? I got cigars.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just an incredible selection there. Like John said, giving away the house, man. I don't know how that happened.
I have a question for you, Willy. It comes from Brian J. Cavagliano. It said, ask Willy, what are you most excited about in 2022?
Man, just reconnecting with everybody in person. You know, we had, over 2 years of connecting with people virtually. So now I'm looking forward to, like Pedro was saying earlier, you know, through a lot of these virtual events that we were doing, we connected with a lot of new people, a lot of new consumers. Our reach was a lot broader than it was, you know, saying doing an event in a store in California or in North Carolina. You know, you weren't meeting people from Virginia. You weren't meeting people from neighboring states. But now with the virtual events we had, the connections we made through that, now you get to meet them in person. You know, it's exciting. It's exciting to see and just hang out again with everybody. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. And I'm especially excited for some good good eating. I mean, you're a Cuban guy. Come on, we got some whole hog roasting. I don't want to put you and Frank in a box here, but we're gonna be putting pigs in boxes. I think so. Cajachino all day.
Hey, that goes without saying, man. The food is going to be exceptional, but it always is. So it's not like it's nothing we've never done before. The food has always been amazing at all barn smokers, but it's just another few notches up from what we're used to doing, and it's just going to be epic, man. It's going to be an event that you do not want to miss.
Yes, sir. Now, speaking of events that you don't want to miss, a lot of these DE25 pre-parties are going to have this barbecue element. And we kind of alluded to there's a new event. We said, hey, there's a new event, the Savage Feast, or just Savage Feast. Barn Smoker presents Savage Feast. I think we have an amazing video that I want you guys to see about the Savage Feast, and I'm going to show it right now, and then JD and I will discuss it a little bit post-tense. So you guys check this out.
Get ready, because Drew Estate is back and better than ever, with a party so big that only the Lone Star State can contain it. Music, spirits, mouth-watering barbecue, cigars galore, and so much more. It'll be the most epic shindig there ever was. Barn Smoker presents Savage Feast, October 22nd at the South Fork Ranch, Dallas, Texas. Get your tickets now at barnsmoker.com.
So there it is, everybody. We are coming to Texas after all. We can't wait to see you there. We're calling it Barn Smoker Presents Savage Feast. We're really excited to come to you guys. It's going to be an amazing time. It's going to be a party. It's going to be a barbecue. It's going to be some music. We're all just going to be hanging out. And it's going to be the culmination of our DE25 pre-parties with a big old pig cook-off. So, JD, I want you to talk about us coming to Texas, us keeping the DE25, spreading it out, and then, delivering the hammer on October 21st and 22nd.
Yeah, first, great video stuff. So look, everybody's always thought of Barn Smoker as this. They come in, maybe some action the night before doing this or that, and then that Saturday is the big day. We go ham, we have a great day. It's the full deal. Think of it differently now. Think of it like this. What we did with DE25 is we spread it out. So every single barn smoker, all four of them are going to have this DE25 night before. That's Friday night. So that's going to be a whole different thing. It's a whole add-on. It's a little bolt-on. You pay a little bit more, but believe you guys know how we roll. We always make it unbelievable and give away the fucking house. So that Friday night is going to be a ton of fun. That's all about DE25, our 25 years in business, our 25 years of building and pulling everybody into this company, whether you work here or not. It feels, Jack, it's like, how many people are Drew Estate who don't get paid by Drew Estate, who don't, they don't produce something for us or a supplier? That's what the night before is. That's in every barn smoker, that Friday night before. If you're able to snag one of those tickets, because there's only so many people, it's a more intimate evening. And if you're able, it's not like the VIPs of before for this Friday. I went to the executive team. I was like, I need $500,000 just for the Friday nights. Just for the Friday nights, put up that money. So we got money for Friday nights, and that's going to be dope. So we're going to do the 25th celebration the Friday night. If you can grab a ticket, it's going to sell out quick. Then Saturday or Sundays, because some of the barn smokers are 2 days now. You only go one day. Everybody, buy a different ticket for the other day because we have such demand. We want to be able to have, everybody have fun. So that's the middle piece of it, the regular barn smoker, except this year it's really enhanced. It's a whole different show. So then you got Savage Feast. So you're going to have these 4 barn smokers, each one with their built-in Friday night DE25. And each one, Matty Rock's been helping us getting our chefs together like real chefs and shit. Not like the chef in some fucking Denny's. Some shit that Pedro fucking eats on the road when he's doing it. How much fucking Denny's has
Yo, when you're on the road, buddy, you eat whatever is open at 11 p.m.,
Pedro's like, don't come for Denny's.
Denny's ass chef. Some bullshit. This is some real chef work going on right here. Real high-level chefs, Frank. You understand? So Friday night, we do the chefs. And then at the end, when we come to the Savage Feast, That's like the culmination moment that we've never done before. So after the 4 barn smokers, you got Florida, you got Pennsylvania, you got Connecticut, and you got Kentucky. Boom. That's where we go to Texas. And we've been talking about this. You know, everybody from the head of sales at our company, our CEO, Lazarus, Glenn, everybody is talking about like, yo, Texas needs Drew Estate. Texas needs Drew Estate for experiential because we're there already in the stores. So really, for all you peoples in Texas, for all yous in wherever is next to Texas, because I don't have my geography right, but all yous around that area, I either go to New York, Miami, or Nicaragua. Maybe a little Amsterdam when we're feeling wild. But so that's what it is. It's those components that Friday night, the big events, the barn smokers on either Friday or Saturday, and then boom, the Savage Feast. And it's really, I'm sure you guys are going to talk a little bit about the chefs and how the Savage Feast works. You get more into the details of it.
There's also going to be a pre-party for the Savage Feast, and we are going to have some exclusive swag that will only be at the Savage Feast. So you're going to want to make sure to tune in to get your tickets now. And we're getting a lot of questions on when are ticket sales available? How do I get tickets? So here's how we're doing it. In our Goodwill Act, we promised that our DE25 attendees would have first right of purchase. So tonight at 9 p.m. after the show, tickets are going to be available to DE25 ticket purchasers. And then tomorrow in the morning at 9 a.m., Barn Smoker and Drew Diplomats, you guys are going to be able to come and get your tickets. And then at noon tomorrow, tickets are open to the general public. So if you're around tonight, you'll get an email, you'll get some more information, barnsmoker.com if you can't. And then tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., Drew Diplomats and previous Barn Smoker purchasers. And then at noon, general public. So if you guys are ready, gearing up and ready to go, it is time for you to get your DE25 pre-party on. It's time for you to get your Barn Smoker on. We got GA, we got VIP, ready to rock. So with all of that being said, we've gotten through so much. We have new 20 Acre Farm swag. We have 20 Acre Farm events starting March 1st. But JD, we still have a special guest that is going to be joining us, and we still have yet another giant announcement. So without further ado, I would like to welcome on who's been patiently waiting in the green room, our wonderful guest. And it'd be very fitting that he would be joining us this evening because we're talking Barn Smoker. We're talking 20 Acre Farm, and we're also going to be talking a little something special. So without further ado, Mr. Jeff Borschwitz, thank you so much for joining us, and welcome on to Freestyle Live again, brother.
Hello, Jack. Hello, John. All the Drew Estate crew. How you guys doing? I'm glad to be here tonight, and I am so excited that we're doing Barn Smoker again. I've been ready for this thing, and we're ready to go.
That's amazing. Now, Jeff, before we get into we have some more news to drop tonight, if that were even possible. I want you to talk a little bit about some of the 20 Acre Farm swag we saw earlier. What are your thoughts on these bad boys?
Well, I got this little 20 Acre Farm cigar rest I've been using tonight. I got the lighter kit. This stuff is cool, man. I've been right here resting my 20 Acre Farm on it. You guys really did an amazing job. This stuff's classy, and just listen, Drew Estate's been based around artwork since day one. And so it really doesn't surprise me because they've always put out very unique. It's just got Drew Estate DNA, and so you guys did a wonderful job. And I'm so happy you're able to get it done because we all know there's some challenges on getting anything made right now. So I'm excited. It is beautiful, luxurious. The cigar case looks expensive, so it's real nice. So I appreciate the hard work that the design team did, and they did a great job.
Now, one more thing. I mean, I really want to tease this out as long as possible, Jeff. We are honored to have you on for multiple reasons, not only for 20 Acre Farm, but for the Florida Sun-Grown Farm. And we are so excited. You'll be our first stop on the Barn Smoker Tour. Talk to people a little bit about your farm and what Barn Smoker means to you.
So Barn Smoker for me is always that's the highlight of any event because it's like a cigar safari and being able to do it in America. And really, I've always said this, that whenever I've traveled to Dominican Republic, Honduras, Nicaragua, and visited other people's farms, you don't really get to touch or, because you don't want, I don't know, just you don't get the touch and feel and everything else. It's sort of like being in a china shop or in a museum. You know, you can look but not touch. Our farm is totally different. I like to say the FSG farm is like a petting zoo. When you come in, I don't care. You want to top a plant, pull a sucker, grab a leaf, pop it, squeeze it. I want you to feel it, get your fingers sticky. You want to put a plant in the ground, get your hands dirty. That's what it's all about, because we like really being engaged in it. So I just love sharing the history, sharing the knowledge, and you know, there's just a passion amongst cigar guys. And you know, when you're at the farm, you're at the genesis of that cigar that you're smoking. There's something special about that. So we're excited to have everybody coming. This is going to be, our barn smokers are big events as it is. I will say this is going to be a 2-day bigger event we've ever done. So it's gonna be challenging, but we're gonna get it done. I got so much stuff coming to this thing too, besides the Drew Estate activations and everything else. This is going to be like a circus, but it's going to be a cigar themed circus, and we're going to have heck of a good time.
I know it, and people will notice if they look. There's 2 events that are 2-day events. So that's the Florida Barn Smoker and the Connecticut Barn Smokers are going to be Saturday and Sunday. So people are going to be losing their damn minds about that. I think it's time. I think that we've teased as much as possible. We have a pretty exciting video to show you, and then I'm going to let you and Mr. JD talk about what's about to happen. So, without further ado, I'd like to kick off our grand announcement.
This is a cigar steeped in a Florida tradition many had forgotten. 25 years in the making, a culmination of brotherhood and a passion for incredible cigars. People often talk about full circle moments. In 1999, when I first met Jonathan Drew, we were fast friends, and through that, a partnership of mutual respect and support formed. He created a culture of industry disrupting cigars, and we put 100% of our efforts into supporting this company you know as Drew Estate. Here we are more than 20 years later at the cusp of this full circle moment. The Florida Sun-Grown Tobacco Farm is known for its rich sandy soil that's at the same elevation as Cuba's famous Panardo Rio. This helps create a tobacco that is truly unique and uniquely American. This is the tobacco we grow, one humble harvest at a time. And this is the tobacco highlighted in this limited production cigar. I'm Jeff Borschwitz, and this is the Florida Sun-Grown 20-Acre Farm 25th Anniversary Corona Cigar Company exclusive by Drew Estate.
So there it is. I'm holding it right in front of me. The 20-acre, the 20-Acre Farm 25th Anniversary. It's a Bellicoso. I'm gonna talk for 1 second about this cigar, and then I want you guys to kind of talk about, you know, all the moments that led to both of these companies doing 25 years together. So first things first, this is a 20 count box. It is a Bellicoso, and we are gonna have.
Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Open it up one more time and put it really close to the screen. Look what I mean. It really, the 20-acre. That's great, Jack. Thanks for doing that. It's just so beautiful of a cigar. The smoke, the taste. It really was so proud of it.
Well, I'm going to kick this to just you two for a little bit. I mean, JD, I wanted you to talk about, you know, when you saw that video for the first time this morning and this project and what it's meant to you.
You know what happened when we played that video? We were in the marketing department meeting in the morning, in our morning meeting. So every morning, or most mornings, we start work at 10 o'clock. Well, we start before, but we have our first 10 o'clock meeting. And they showed the video. You guys showed the video. You and Joe produced it with whoever. And I mean, dude, I cried a little bit, man, because it was very, just listening to Jeff, the way you guys had the music on behind it, and the way it just, and I was like, wow, you know something? This year, our barn smokers, yo, man, I cried, bro. I was like, this year, our barn smokers are going to be an emotional experience. This is like, there's so much happiness, pride, and we've become so close with the people. These people on the road, Pedro's been on the road for the last 3 days doing events. Like, we've bonded so deeply with these people. So, you know, kicking it off at the 20-acre farm, the FSG farm, if you will, is really going to be a great experience, Jack. And well, that's it, man.
Jeff, I'll kick it to you next. I want you to talk about, this project and that video and what this means to you.
So I've been wanting to do this cigar for a while, and unfortunately, COVID slowed things down. So we're actually at our 26th anniversary now, but that's acceptable. That's the way it is. But we're so glad that Drew Estate got this done when heck, you couldn't even travel. So they came up with a beautiful cigar, beautiful shape. And Willy, I know you're on here, and I'm just telling you that the blend on this cigar is so good. I'm so proud of what you guys came up with. Combining that Florida sun-grown spice and flavor that we got, along with your great tobaccos in the huge kitchen, I call it, over at the factory at the Grand Fabrica. Hats off to you guys. It's an amazing cigar. So I'm so proud of it. And our journey. When we started Corona Cigar Company and Drew Estate was started, we were like, we were on shoestring budgets, man. We were, we were all broke and just every week just trying to make it through. But 25 years later, Drew Estate's blossomed into this major company that's incredible, and all the milestones you guys have reached. And our family of folks here at Corona Cigar and our staff and our customer support. It really is a full circle moment for us, because as a retailer 25 years ago, I'd never would have imagined that we'd be growing cigar tobacco. I've always had a passion for it, wanted to do it. And so we put our mind to it and made it happen. So it's really cool to take a cigar from the inception of the planting of a seedling, and then later having it in a great product. We're actually enjoying it in an environment like this. So it is true for us, a full circle moment. And we are very glad to be working with folks that we've been with from day one with Drew Estate. So it's very proud of it.
I'm smoking it right now, and I will say, it's just the balance of it is amazing. Just for people that are looking for a little more specs, we're going to have a press release tomorrow, but it's a 7x54 Bellicoso. And we're also going to have, this is news for all of you, a marquee event with Corona Cigar Company on March 3rd. So that'll be your first opportunity to pick up this bad boy, and a great opportunity to score some 20 Acre Farm swag. And we might, hint, even have some crazy giveaways, as we always do. I have a question from Mr. I think it's Sean Thormgren, something like that, for you, JD. It says, JD, how did you and Jeff meet and come up with the 20 Acre Farm brand? So that might be two different questions, but how did you and Jeff meet first?
Perfect question. What a selection there. So, what's up? So, right. So, yo, fight is fixed, motherfucker. So the way, first of all, even though we're doing this huge event with Jeff at his marquee event, and I'll be there and everything on the event, remember that this is a cigar 20 Acre Farm that's not just at Jeff's Corona Cigar Companies. This is nationwide. I believe we're in 460, 471, whatever the number was, accounts throughout the country. So there are a lot of stores, like wherever you are, go in and say, hey, look, I'm going to spend a few bucks right now. This is not like the, mow your lawn stick. That ain't what this is. We got that. This ain't that. And, go to your local shop and try this, because this is making some big waves right now. This has really been a surprisingly interesting brand. And what was your question?
There was two questions. So it said, how
I met Jeff. Right. So first of all, Frankie drinks. Why are you so tan? Look how tan that guy is.
I think he's muted. Your mic's muted, Frankie.
Yeah, forget Frankie.
I can only control the lighting so much,
That's my fault. I wanted Frank to look bad.
Yeah, exactly, man.
He
wants me to get that healthy
lighting,
glow.
I need that lighting. So Jeff, Jeff Borschwitz, Tanya Borschwitz, Jeff goes back, 20 plus years. And when I was listening to that video today, Jeff, you said something. You said, like, JD and I became fast friends. And I was like, ooh, is that like fast casual? Very nice. And I was like, that's so true, because Jeff, he was visiting Nick at Nick's, at the time, it was Nick's Cigar Company. And that was in Esteli, in mi fábrica la doble. And when Jeff came, he was visiting Nick, and at 5 o'clock, 3 o'clock, whatever time was in the morning, I was working. And we had these a lot of windows at the factory. And this is nothing like what you guys are used to at La Gran Fabrica Drew Estate. This is a 2-floor building in the middle of a city, like where I live here. And we're down at the bottom floor, and we had the windows blacked out. They're all tinted. But at night, you can see right through, because if the lights are on inside, anybody walking down the street can see anything inside. So we're working. I don't know what time it was, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever. It was probably like 2 o'clock in the morning. And out of nowhere, there's like a boom on the door, ba, 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 and there's Jeff. And really, the friendship started there. Jeff had just finished up, and then I guess he went to dinner and stuff like that, and maybe went out. But he came at very late, and he said, yeah, no, I've been hearing about your cigars or some bullshit. He was playing it. So I don't know what he was talking about. But I was like, he goes, yeah, I would like to try this and try that. So, I drove. Back in those days, every building, every house had bullet holes in it in Esteli. There was no house that didn't have bullet holes all through it. There were very few restaurants. Esteli was, even though it was the second biggest city in the country, it was a very different world. So Pedro knows I drove like 5 hours to meet him at the airport. He said, I'm going to be at the airport at 7 o'clock in the 8 o'clock in the morning. I drove to the airport with all sorts of cigars for Jeff. And when I got there, he wasn't there. He was late. So, right, or am I wrong, Jeff?
You got to remember, the highway was under construction, and I was riding with Nick, so there was no bridges back then. People don't realize Nicaragua was much different. You were literally, when a bridge is out, when they're doing construction, you go down through the river like in 4-wheel drive to get to it. So that's true. But the part that John left off that was interesting, that night he was actually painting boxes with a paint roller. And so I had heard stories that, he was some attorney from New York and things like that. And so I kind of had a preconceived notion that I didn't like him. But when I saw that he was actually working, he had white paint on his hands and stuff, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool, man. The guy's actually hands-on working on a project for cigars that he needed to release at the next trade show. So that's why I say that work ethic and when you start a company, a lot of people don't see those things that had to be done. And so that's why there was a lot of similarities between our situations. And I have so much respect for people that work hard and get it done. And that's what John was doing. So, So after that, my opinion changed, and these guys were starting out. So we've been supporting that company ever since. So I'm proud to see what it's become, and the whole team and everybody else at Drew Estate, where everybody is.
Yeah, and that goes back the other way as well. So, from that time, that fast friends stuff really did happen, and Jeff right away started to see each other's style, and Jeff and I were very clear with it. I remember one day we were driving together, and your first store was like in Ocala or something like that. And,
Cool.
I remember Jeff, like he was doing all the graphics, his magazines and stuff like that, his brochures. And I saw people really gravitating to him, and I knew why, because I did. And he was like, look, JD, we're going to go to my photographer's office, but, that's my guy. So, chill, because he knows me. I like anybody super creative. I'm going to pull him in. And one of the things I always respected about Jeff is he works so hard. And he's so passionate, and he wants to bring this thing to creation and very similar to us in a different way. He's on the retail side, and we've always been on the production side. So as the friendship has taken we've gone through so many different levels together as Corona's grown and as Drew Estate has grown over 20 plus years. And we've experienced pain together. We've done a lot of things together, traveled the world. And when Jeff decided to become a farmer, I mean, Jeff and I don't know how many acres of land we have together. We have land in Orlando. I think 10, 11 acres in key areas and stuff like that. You know, we've always invested together. We've always believed in each other. And, you know, whether Jeff is supporting, you know, Drew Estate or the Newmans or Fuente or any of the companies that Jeff really, you know, puts his effort behind, he always delivers great results for the company. And what Jeff had, I would say, Jeff, your biggest commitment to any of the cigar making countries has been Nicaragua, without any question. I have pictures of you shooting machine guns. I have pictures of you on, you know, on Kiki's tractors. I'm talking when we were like borrowing money to eat, you know.
Yeah. So what was different in Nicaragua? The good part is that we had a mutual friend, Kiki Berger, who had passed away a few years ago. But yeah, we were able to not only really see the culture and enjoy the country, and kind of cover it from border to border. So we were, yeah. So those were some good times. And all I can say is, you know, life gives you experiences, and our experiences that we had, those are bucket list items, and hopefully there'll be another 25 years ahead of us.
Yeah, there's a lot, Jack. You know, I know tonight, you know, there's just 20 Acre Farm. You know, when people think about FSG, some people have talked like FSG, 20 Acre Farm, like what's this, you know, FSG that's the name of Jeff's farm, the Florida Sun-Grown Farm, and it's the name of his tobacco. It's the tobacco that he grows and, you know, sells, processes to some degree, or does the first piece of processing. And then, you know, the first run that we did, this is a learning journey, just like with the Connecticut. For all those who smoke Liga Privada and the Connecticut River Valley, when we created like T52 or now with the H99 or the Liga 10th Anniversario, when you create new farms or new seeds or hybrids, like it's not what you see in a fancy box and you go, this tastes really good. It's like 5 years of like every fucking day you're like, what the fuck? This is all fucked up. We're going to burn $180,000 tobacco, throw it in the fucking garbage. And the accountant's like, throw it in the garbage. Why can't you use it? Throw it in the fucking garbage. You go through a lot of pain to get really good tobacco. It's not like when you do something big like this Florida Sun-Grown Farm, or what we did with Liga Privada, or what, you know, ASP has done for years, or Henke Kellner in terms of, or Leva from Tampa, Leva Growing Family. When you're creating either a new farm or new tobaccos, you suffer. That's it. It's just about pain. So, you know, the whole process of innovation and what we've done together, you know, 20 Acre Farm at this point, I'm really glad that people have responded to it the way they have with smoking that stick. Because, you know, it's not like one of these cigars, Jack, that's like, and Willie, I'll just ask you, you know, when you're blending and when we put the pressure on you for the 20 Acre Farm, you know, this is a very different cigar than the original FSG, which Jeff still has. Jeff still sells that at his store. But the 20 Acre Farm, when we came to you, Jeff, myself, the team, Fawn, when we came to you and said, hey, look, this is the general idea, Willie, and then, like, you know, what's your feedback, where you're going, what was going through your mind with the 20 Acre Farm when you blended it?
That was for Willy, right?
Versus Nicaragua, Honduras, Dominican Republic. You know, it's a very labor intensive thing when you're growing tobacco, and so I wanted to really highlight the tobacco. I wanted to make the cigar, you know, next level. Just like what that farm is. It's a beautiful farm. It's in a place where you'd never expect to see tobacco. And, you know, I just wanted to create something that that it would leave something memorable for you, something that you will remember and always go back to and say, man, I remember that stick that I had that had this what was this Florida tobacco? And then boom, they'll never forget that cigar. So it was it was something very dear to me. I'm born and raised in Miami in Florida, and so the fact that it's something that is grown here, it just made it that much more special to me.
Thank you so much, Willie. And I agree. Just smoking this right now. By the way, 20 Acre Farm just got a 91 rating, not this size, from Half Wheel. So I mean, the reviews are coming in, and it's a definite winner. So not to wrap this up too quickly, but Jeff, I would like to thank you so much for coming, for joining us, and I'd like to ask you for any last words, any final thoughts before we release the 20 Acre Farm 25th anniversary on the world, and see you at Barn Smoker, and especially the March 3rd marquee event. Jeff, take it away.
So I was really ecstatic to see that review today, because the folks that did it are highly critical of cigars. So I was really impressed to see that, but at the same time, not surprised, because I know the flavor profile that this cigar fits in, and it fits in that category where there's a lot of cigars that have always scored really well. So the final product is just it created it's a very unique flavor. When you blend Florida sun-grown tobacco, you can go take it a lot of different directions. And where Willie took this, I really think that his Cuban roots and that Florida tobacco grown here, it's a culmination that really pulled it together. And so it couldn't have turned out any better. It's amazing. The other thing I want to talk about is that with this Barn Smoker that's coming up, it's going to be, this one's happening, and I'm very, very happy to have people out. It's time for us to go have some fun, and I just can't wait to get everybody and the entire Drew Estate crew together again on the stage and out there on the farm. And so big thank you to the consumers that have been supporting FSG since the day that it came out. Again, with nothing happens without folks that support the brand and smoke the cigars. So everybody that's lit up FSG and has been there, big thank you, and we appreciate all the support.
Jeff, I can't thank you enough for joining us. I can't wait for the marquee event, people to try this amazing cigar, people to go out and get their 20 Acre swag, and definitely, and maybe most importantly tonight, come join us at the Florida Barn Smoker, baby. Coming up, few months, get your tickets. So Jeff, thank you so much for joining us. We'll talk soon.
All right, thanks guys. Good night.
All right, gentlemen. Now you would think that I would say, all right, great night, you guys. Let's sign off. No. We have so much more to do. Frank, there was a lot of sentiment there, a lot of intelligent thought, not a lot of alcohol. I'm looking for you to bring some flavor to this show, and I know that you cooked something up special just for this lot.
Well, we have not only was that an amazing review by Jeff and by JD, telling us about 20 Acre Farm. And listen, man, I'm going to take the moment here because I've got the platform, right? So one of the cool things that you get is this beautiful 20 Acre Farm cigar rest. Part of the swag, man, because you haven't given enough respect to the swag, brother. So we got this beautiful cigar rest. For all you guys who were complaining about the crinkling sounds, we've got that beautiful lighter and cutter 20 Acre Farm, man. This is super money. I'm keeping this. I'm not sending it back. Jack, it's not 20 pounds, but that it's about like 6.5 pounds.
Come on, that's a hefty.
So
that's a hefty
for you guys that love the swag, here it is, man. I'm going to, I'm a little unboxing here. The beautiful 20 Acre ashtray.
Ooh.
So
see, you showed off. You did a good job, Frank. I didn't show off the packaging alone on all of these
so
products.
The packaging is phenomenal. What's inside is amazing. And this is the beautiful ashtray that you get with 20 Acre Farm. Super excited by that. But listen, we've actually got a drawing happening tonight. So I made a cocktail tonight, for everybody out there. It's a riff on the Millionaire Cocktail by Employees Only, which is in New York and in Los Angeles. So they have a millionaire cocktail. I call this the Bitcoin Billionaire cocktail. So it's tonight I'm using a little Old Granddad. So what you want to start off with is high proof bourbon. So I'm starting with Old Granddad at 114. But if you find something a little higher proof, always great. Little lemon juice, grenadine, and simple syrup, and a little absinthe in there. And I'm shaking it up, man. So I'm pouring it out for everyone out there that's on the Freestyle Live feed, and
one out.
And so I got you, my man. This is the Bitcoin Billionaire. Willie, this is for you, brother, because I know you complain that I don't send you enough recipes.
Well, you don't get to drink it. You just get to watch Frank and I drink it. So
yes.
Man.
Yeah, Frank loves teasing people. That's what he loves doing.
He loves teasing people, bro.
Listen, this is a great.
It's got some like anise, the kind of black licorice-y umami-ness to it right there.
So the black licorice is by the absinthe in there. It kind of wraps up a little bit of the grenadine, a little bit of the simple syrup, and that high proof bourbon. So it's a great sipper. We serve this neat in a coupe. So everyone, listen, man, I'm not the type of guy, I have a few rules, no stemware, but tonight, little pinkies out for everyone. My man Pedro Gomez. Pinky's out, bro. Pinky's out. Put that pinky out, bro. Stick the pinky out. There you go.
Yes, sir. Yes,
sir. Stick the pinky out.
What did Will have? What did Will pour you, Pedro?
Oh, right now, bro, I'm with Will, bro, there is a lot of
Will drinks the good stuff.
Check this out, bro. Let's see if we
a little
Pedro,
redemption.
Tell Will
bourbon, brother.
Tell Will McFall he's got to come on camera a little bit later.
Okay, so Will McFall, we're gonna get him on camera later.
We'll get him on camera later.
Absolutely.
Okay,
so redemption.
No, is that redemption? Is that Schnur?
Schmee.
Yeah,
that's Schmear. That's David.
Once upon a time, that was Schmear.
Right.
Now it's it belongs to Deutsch Brothers, but great bourbon. You definitely want
Frank,
to.
I hate to cut you off, but I do have a question for Frankie Drinks. Mr. Chad to Chad asks, is Frankie Drinks going to be at any of the Barn Smokers?
Fuck no. I would not. Listen, man, I have a standing rule. I will not be part of any club that would have me as a member. So Chad to Chad, yes. I will be out there, and I hope to see everyone at the Barn Smokers, because we're going to have an amazing experience for everyone. And Frankie Drinks will be at the Barn Smokers, barring any
freak
random
accidents.
Friday nights where me and JD may have or may not have a top to top meeting. So
I don't know.
You're gonna be there, brother. You're gonna be there making everybody drunk.
Is top to top meeting a phrase? I've never heard that. Whatever. We got to move
top
on.
meeting, right? We're JD. You understand what I'm talking about when we're talking about top to top, right?
You know what's really fucked up? I swear to God, no bullshit. Okay, I was gonna ask the G-Man today or Laz, because whenever they talk about top to top, I have no fucking idea what the hell. Bro, I'm a fucking rugrat, bro. I don't know what the hell a top to top meeting. All I know is come to the meeting prepared, get your pad ready and all your ideas. Is a top to top means that we're going to cover everything from all the issues, or is a top to top mean
like
it's
very top
people of the company? like, hey, we're meeting with the head of Cretek. It's the head-to-head. What does top to top mean? I have no fucking idea.
Put it in the chat.
I will gladly explain this to you, JD, and to our entire audience tonight. Top to top means that we're cracking a bottle and we're discussing, and the bottle must be above $79.99 retail.
Oh,
and with that, we will discuss pertinent issues related to whatever we feel they're related to.
We got to start having some more meetings then, I guess.
So the outcome, so JD, that is the essence of a top to top, which is we get the top of one thing, the top of another, and we introduce a top line spirit. So
well, that makes me feel a lot better about it.
Pound for pound, Drew Estate has more delinquents in charge of things that, like, who puts fucking Frankie Drinks in charge of shit? Like, what the fuck? No. You know?
Frankie Drinks was an educator.
No, I'm putting millions of dollars with that guy, like Frankie Drinks.
Hey, man, listen, you know, for the executive team out there tuning in, you know, we definitely need to up our spirits game.
Our budget.
Don't
Don't worry, Frank. The executive team tuned out about 35 minutes ago, so we can do whatever we want.
We've been drinking martinis, stirred not poured, for the last fucking hour, probably.
Here we go. So we'll take Vespers tonight, but listen, for everyone out there, a little Bitcoin billionaire cocktail. You know, JD, raise your glass. Pedro, raise your glass.
Yes,
Willy,
sir.
raise your glass, brother. You know, we couldn't be in a happier place other than being at Barn Smoker with everybody. So we're definitely looking at the future. Can't wait for it. And if you need something to tide you over, tune in to Sticks and Sips next week. We got you.
We got you. Frank, we're going to feature something on Sticks and Sips next week that I'm really excited to talk about. It's our next piece of news. Some people might consider it one of the biggest pieces of news. I mean, a lot of people have been waiting for a Barn Smoker announcement. I'm going to single you out, Willie, because here is the news. I am very excited to announce that H99 is going to be regular production starting in March. So people have been asking us for a long time. A long time. When are you guys doing H99? When's it coming out? Is it event only? Is it this, and that? Willie Herrera, this H99 cigar that you blended so long ago is coming out regular production. So you're going to start seeing it on shelves starting in March. I want you to talk about the blend a little bit, Willie, and about this cigar and how special it is that H99 is regular production.
Man, listen, that cigar, like I've let it slip out in a few of these virtuals and a few, even I think of some of the freestyle lives, you know, I kind of blended that cigar more towards my taste, my profile of what I like smoking. And that all I could say is that Corojo hybrid that's on that H99, the uniqueness, the sweetness, the earth, the strength that wrapper brings to that blend is unlike anything else you smoked. You know, it's such a unique cigar, just like all of our cigars, but especially that, you know, being that it was a hybrid, something that no one had ever seen before, a tobacco that nobody had worked with before. It was planted, you know, for the first time, and we got to work with it. And, you know, I was talking with John a couple of weeks back, I think, going years back while in Connecticut, looking at Connecticut broadleaf and the stock Habano, how the farmer takes me to this building. And as I walk into this building, it's, you know, all these little rooms, and it's almost like little science labs as you're walking down, you know, the hallway. And when I asked the guy, I was like, man, what's going on here? He's like, well, what we're doing here is we're working on different seed types. We're working on hybridity of different tobacco strains and trying to grow different tobaccos here in the Connecticut River Valley. We're looking for tobaccos that are more resistant to mold. We're looking for tobaccos that have better yields. We're looking for tobaccos that are more resistant to different types of insects, so on and so forth. So when we got that tobacco, the samples in the factory, I was working on the project for the 10-year anniversary of Liga Privada. And in the samples was the Criollo hybrid that ended up going on the Liga 10-year anniversary, as well as that Corojo hybrid tobacco. And so I worked up a bunch of different blends using the two different wrappers. And it just so happened that, there was two blends that really stuck out. And it happened to be one was with that Corojo hybrid. The other one was that Criollo hybrid. But the funny thing is that all the blends that I did with the Corojo hybrid wrapper were more towards like what I really like to smoke. Nothing overly powerful, nothing overly spicy. It was more for my smoking profile. And, lucky for me that one of the cigars that they picked, one that they ended up picking out of the two, ended up having that Corojo wrapper. And it's just so exciting to finally have it available for so many other people to smoke. Like I said before, people always would ask me, oh, what are you most proud of, or what do you like most about Drew Estate, or why did you move over to Drew Estate from your family's factory, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it's one simple thing. While I was in my family's factory, I had such a limited audience that I could share the cigars that I was creating with. And, one of the biggest things that kind of motivated me or kind of pushed me over the edge to making the move to Drew Estate was, man, the audience I'm going to have to share the cigars that I come up with. These pieces of work that we work on for a year, 2 years, 2.5 years to create. My audience is going to be that much bigger, and I'm going to get to hear all this feedback, from all the different people out there. So I'm just excited, no more, man, when can I get it? When can I get, I keep missing out on them. So now everybody's going to have a chance, and I can't wait to hear the feedback.
And speaking about a chance, Jack, let me jump on this one. Buddy. Nowadays that we are doing in-store events in person, you can come to our events. And my man Will, he's
get him
on
now.
Get him
on camera. Get him on.
Come on, brother. Everybody wants to see.
You got to switch your. You can't just unplug your microphone like that, Pedro. There we go.
All right, buddy. You got to move down a little bit.
No.
Oh
shit! They let him on here. What's up,
Charles Barkley, sir? I thought you had a Thursday night. I thought you had a TNT game tonight, Charles.
Wow.
It's postponed. Got rained out.
But you know what? Bro, wait a minute, because I got Wilman 4 right here. Since I got you right here in the microphone, how people can get the H99 at the events?
Shit, if you in Charlotte, bring your ass out tomorrow. The cigar shop in Indian Trail. Saturday, we see you at Burners in Huntersville. Next Friday, I see you in Beaufort, South Carolina. Bitch, I'm running the globe. Let's go, man.
There you have it.
Amazing.
What's this? Which is very important for everybody to get this one and thanks me later. Go to www.drewestate.com. Subscribe to the newsletter, because that's how you're going to find out where the big events are happening. And most importantly, the Send website, go to the event link, and you're going to find out where all the events are taking place.
Perfect. Hey, Pedro, by the way, put your headphones back on. That was a wild boy move. You unplugged them too. So we're going to come back to Pedro a little bit later. We get Will McFall on the show for maybe the only 5 minutes that we'll ever have him on the show. It's not your fault, Will. Pedro decided to just take a rogue move, but I want the highlight of this segment to be this long dream of H99. It's out. It's going to be on the shelves. You're going to check. We're going to have it listed on our website. So if you're asking, Jack, H99, but where? We're going to have a list of stores that'll be able to carry this, some of our strongest DDRP locations. So you guys are going to get a full Drew Estate experience. We're super excited. JD, what do you got for the people?
No, I didn't mean to interrupt you, because you guys getting deep into that H99 situation, but Pedro straight out intervened.
That was amazing. That was like a WWE, like.
Pedro straight out intervened. It was full scale.
Well, Pedro's in event mode, so actually shame on me, JD. Shame on me for not being the ambassador to the events that we need. Pedro's out knocking doors. He's talking to people. He's in the streets and in the flesh, and you guys, you got to come out to some Drew Estate events, and especially we got some Acid 20 events. There's just a few left at the end of this month. So if you saw that Acid 20 swag and you were like, how do I get the Acid 20 swag? You got like 2 weeks before it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then starting March 1st until about May, I think, we're going to have the 20 acre all over. So if people are asking, how do I get the 20 acre, Jack? Why haven't I tried the 20 acre? What about the Bellicoso? We're going to have press releases. Check our website, Drew Diplomat app, events page. Come on, let's do it.
Hang on.
Yes, sir.
I'm an intuitive guy. Look, everybody knows at the company, especially these executive dudes, I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. All right, I ain't the sharpest, but I'm intuitive about shit. And I noticed something about Willy Herrera when he talks about the H99. I noticed something because JD's got the fucking meter thing going, right? Like when we talk about H99, you guys know the story of H99 and Liga 10th Anniversario. So Liga 10, H99, there's a lot of connectivity. They're both hybrids, but they're very different cigars. And Willy so gently, so elegant, an elegant man, huh? He, Willy, you when you kind of like talk about that H99, you try to give it just like one little touch above, like Liga 10 and H99. I noticed that a little bit, and I don't know. I mean, I
think
wonder.
It's the mic, man. I think it's the mic.
No. I've been noticing this shit for a couple of years. It's like the Liga 10th Anniversario. That was where it started in terms of what we were looking to blend. But then Willy fell in love with this other shit, and he was like, yo, the H99, and we had to choose which of the two, and then we couldn't choose. It was very, Willy, at the time, you had Steve, Nicholas, myself, Yesenia, Manuel Rubio, and Joel, and Chema. And we were all working together blending Liga 9. And we couldn't, out of the 9 blends, they were so fucking good, all of them. And we all added into what leaves it's going to be. And Placencia was called in, and ASP and Oliva. We were like, yo, this is Drew Estate's like Opus X moment. This ain't fucking around shit right here. We everybody was amped. And those original 9 blends, we did some shit. It was like a fucking Troy moment. You understand? We battled like fucking the world. And those 9 blends were incredible. And as we went down and got to the last 2 blends, which was the T52 and the 9, there was this really difficult moment of which blend we would select. And it came to the last night. When we started rolling Liga 9, we actually rolled T52 first. And then I went back to Steve and I said, yo, pull the trigger. Let's do the 9. I believe, I may be wrong, but I believe he quit for 5 days, and not like quit with a smile, like he was fucking pissed. And that's what I recollect. He'll come back. Hey, I don't know what he's going to say. Steve's got a strong memory. We'll see. But later on, it was almost like 10 years later, or whatever it was, when we blended Liga Privada 10th Anniversario and H99, and you got put in the same fucking position that me, Steve, Nicholas, and Yesenia got put in. We got put in the position of like, these 2 blends, you can't choose which is better. It's too fucking Pedro. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Absolutely, man. It's really good stuff, man. Amazing stuff. I mean, check this out, man. I'm doing this event and people are fighting to get the H99. I just read a comment right here. Somebody said on Facebook, H99 is in March is going to be Black Friday in Walmart. So
that was
he couldn't put it better. Can you say
that sentence again, Pedro? Because that was incredible.
H99 in March gonna be like Black Friday in Walmart. And bro, I see that stuff at the event, and I see, bro, and the momentum is this, bro. Liga Privada has so many things up there. The memories that cigar has built in these people's life is amazing. And for the people to have a beautiful opportunity to have a brand new Liga Privada, bro, it doesn't get better than that. It doesn't get better than that.
Come on, Pedro. I wish we could clone you. I mean, we wouldn't have two of you on the show, Pedro, because that would be a nightmare. But I wish we could just kind of like clone you and just send you out into the world. That's amazing. All right. So I'm going to wrap up the H99 bit because the amount of excitement that we all have is clearly palpable. And clearly our friends on Facebook and YouTube are feeling the same thing. But I want to get into our non-event promo that we got coming up. I showed off some of the DE25 swag earlier, but we had one piece of DE25 swag that's going to be our non-event promo coming up, which means we're going to send it to stores and you have the opportunity to go out and win it and possibly raffle. So it's a DE25 custom suitcase. And, you know, I said it earlier tonight, like we talk about the swag. It's incredible swag. But this suitcase, when it showed up at my door, I was like, holy shit, it's like a piece of art. It's incredible. It's got a charger in there. It's got 18 different packets. Pedro, have you used this suitcase yet in your travels? This seems like an incredible like carry.
Bro, it is amazing, bro. People look at me like I'm kind of
like, is that a celebrity?
I'm not gonna say that, but it gets a lot of people's eyes.
Okay,
you know?
and then so with this, we also have one of our most popular items ever is this ceramic tobacco coffee mug. So we also have a tobacco mug that is really high class. It's going to be coming with the promotion. More details on this. If you have a DDRP retailer near you, they're probably going to get one of these packages. It's not like a uniform thing where I can tell you, hey, go to our website and look at non-event promo. But if you guys are out and about and you didn't get a chance to maybe get a DE25 ticket last year, you can go out, maybe win this at a raffle at your store, and then you're going to come to maybe Savage Feast, maybe one of our barn smokers. And we're really excited to see you there. So, everyone, it's come to that point. We've talked about the 20-acre swag. We've talked about the DE25 pre-party where you can get crazy stuff like this power bank. We've talked about the 20-acre farm 25th anniversary. But what are we here for tonight? We're giving away a Bitcoin. Before we give away the Bitcoin, I have a pair of shoes that I actually threw one of the shoes across the room on accident. But I have this amazing shoe that Mr. Jake Dankliffs, I hope he's tuning in tonight, created out of our barn smoker bag. So if I'm about to pick one question, and if we pick your question, you're going to tell me your shoe size, and you're going to get a custom pair, one of one, to send this exact shoe. So it's created out of a barn smoker bag. So, and this is, I don't know, maybe we'll pick you, Pedro. Okay. Mr. Harry Dapre. Congratulations, Harry, by the way. Golf clap, golf clap, golf clap, golf clap. He says, Pedro, for somebody that hasn't attended a barn smoker yet, what's the best advice you can give somebody to make sure that they get the best experience? So they haven't.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, go for it.
You know what? A matter of fact, while we were doing this, I read his question. It is a very interesting question because think about this, man. You are going to a tobacco farm, okay? So you're not going to come in suit and tie because, you know, it doesn't go well with being in the farm. So my best advice, you know, drink a lot of water, you know, bring comfortable shoes, comfortable clothes like short and t-shirts, you know, and having a blast, being open mind. Ask as many questions as you can. Because when it comes to cigars and tobacco, especially tobacco, we are always learning. You got the word from my man, Willy Herrera, when he had the opportunity to speak to our tobacco growers in Connecticut. You know, you learn so many things. So for everybody that comes to that have the opportunity to come to our barn smoker, so ask as many questions as you can, bring comfortable clothes, drink a lot of water because we're gonna have plenty of good drinks and a lot of smokes. And have an amazing
Frankie Drinks
time.
is going to be there. So
and
yeah,
Frankie, oh man, that's
I do
trouble.
like Pedro. I gotta say that might be one of the things I love about you most is you know, people ask what's your best advice. You said drink water. Let's not play around. You know, you're gonna have a good time. Drink some water.
That's right.
All right, Frank. Maybe I'll ask you the same question. What do you have any advice for anybody that would come to a barn smoker for the first time? I'm getting set up for the raffle right
Yes,
now.
don't go. Don't go. Stay at home, man. You know, you're a lot safer there. But Jack, in all reality, all joking aside, a barn smoker is an amazing experience for anyone who is either attended previously, because there's always something new to learn. And if you're there for the first time, man, the gamut of information that you're going to get run through by JD, by Willy, by Pedro, and the farmers is well worth the value of admission. And you're going to get to kind of be with us. And, you know, I'll probably be making drinks of some sort, but you're going to be enjoying. And Pedro, you know, Pedro Gomez is going to be there telling you to drink water, you know, and he's, you know,
drinking
like,
water after 12 jinglings, bro.
There's water in jingling.
Yeah, there's water in jingling.
That's right.
You know, so we go back to bringing you the experience of being in Nicaragua, but in the United States.
Right.
And Pedro alluded to that
earlier.
What?
Go ahead.
No.
What I was about to say, just follow what Frank is sharing with everybody. Even though that, you know, we're doing this show and everybody's having a good time, you know, we are kind of loose, you know, I got my redemption right now, right here. But let me tell you one thing, for everybody that goes to our Barn and Smoker, don't think that this is gonna be like a shit show event. It's gonna be a very coordinated event. So everybody is on point. And you're gonna
like
see
Freestyle Live, Pedro.
in
it's
the
like
flow.
Freestyle Live. It's like our Sticks and Sips. It's a boozy good time. We're gonna have an amazing time. It's gonna be so professional, so coordinated, and then also, you know, God damn it, we're gonna have some fun. I stole yours. I did steal your line.
Yeah. So a boozy good time is JD's term.
I stole that.
And
I did steal that.
you know what you're gonna have is a boozy good time, along with a leafy good time.
Ooh.
As you're enjoying your stick.
It's not as good, but we should trademark that though. I agree. I agree. All right, so gentlemen, without further ado, it took me a while to get set up because, you know, I'm a little disorganized, but it is time for the finale, the grand finale of the Bitcoin sweepstakes. Now, I have a list. I'm not going to say their government names because, you know, maybe they want to keep that private. We have 15. I'm going to say just their first name. I'm not going to say their last name. You know, maybe they don't want that. I don't know. All right. So our 15 entrants that are eligible are Mr. Kevin Shahan. He won a motorcycle. Mr. Chris Gilmore, Mr. Jack Cush, Chris Duque, shout out in Hawaii, Annette Campbell. JD, you're muted, by the way, for a second. We didn't hear you. Mr. Bill Toffner. JD, your famous quote is, "Who the fuck is Bill Toffner?" Pam Stevenson, Christopher Van Aken, Chad Manson, Benjamin Woodruff, Desiree Grubbs, Jason Hawkins, Tim Triggs, and Chico Ray. Chico Ray, we love him. We'll see him at the Florida Barn Smoker for sure.
I got 15-1 on Chico Ray.
No,
Perfect.
It's so fixed. I don't know what you guys are doing.
I got every name in this.
Ray, Duque. That shit sounds so fixed to me.
I got it.
Seriously.
I got it all in the wheel, baby.
I got 15-1 on Chico.
All right. So
who wants some?
No, wait a second. Don't pick that name. So what do you got? 15 to what?
Well,
15-1, bro.
People.
You mean you're gonna pay 15-1? Hang on, Jack. Hang on a second.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, dude. Look, either I owe you $1.50 or you owe me $1.50. Come on, let's go. $10.
No, you said 15-1. So if I put up $100.
No, man. It's a $10 cap.
Yeah, I know what 15-1 fucking is.
Okay, I'm picking this as Lord is my witness.
Here we go, JD. We down?
All right.
Yeah, 15-1, Frank.
The winner is a Mr.
Chico motherfucking Ray.
Chris Gilmore. Congratulations, Chris.
Whoa! Wow!
Amazing.
Whoa.
Chris is the winner of our first ever Bitcoin sweepstakes.
Who the fuck is Chris Gilmore?
Chris Gilmore seems like he seems like he and Bill Toffner would be good buddies. Those two. So congratulations, Chris. Thank you to everybody that tuned in along the way. I mean, we started this journey like before September. It was like July, August, and we said, you know, what's the craziest shit we could give away? And JD said, we're doing a Bitcoin. And I said, JD, I don't think that that's possible. And here we are today. We just gave away a Bitcoin. So, Chris, our people will be in touch with your people. Congratulations to our other winners that won some 20 Acre Farm swag. Thank you to everybody that tuned in and supports Drew Estate. I mean, all of our fans, our friends, our customers, the consumers, everybody that went into putting this together. I mean, I always leave this just feeling so energized and happy to, you know, be able to have the opportunity to do this. Before we sign off, I'm going to go around and give, you know, some last words to some of our folks. Pedro, you got to get Will McFall back on. I refuse. But don't unplug your headset. Don't unplug your headset.
So let me give
we'll start with.
Let me give my.
Put your headset on Will McFall real quick.
Everybody wants to talk to you, buddy.
Will McFall.
No one wants to talk to Will McFall.
Frankie.
Will, your HR's not watching. Sign off for you and Pedro. You're in charge of you and Pedro.
For real?
Yes. Yes. You could say whatever you want. Just be aware that, you know, HR is not watching.
No, but Glenn is.
Glenn might be. Yes, that's a good thing. That's a good thing to know.
So with that being said, if you are in the greater Charlotte area, we would love to have you at the Cigar Shop Indian Trail in North Carolina. Also on Saturday from 1 to 5 at Burners. Come on, good people. Enjoy the company. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Everyone, that was a legendary.
That was a classic line right there, bro.
Hall of Fame.
I've never seen these guys so eloquent right there, bro.
Everybody, that was amazing.
We got Charlotte Barkley in the house.
Charlotte Barkley. Pedro, give the people a quick last word.
Yo, you know, everybody, thank you so very much for being part of these amazing shows that we do. Freestyle Life, man. This is where you're going to find out about all the breaking news before everybody knows. You are the first one to know right here. So everybody that was part of the Freestyle Life, my man Jack, you know you are the badass MC, bro. Nobody is the best when it comes to the microphone. My man Frankie Drinks, bro. You and your mix, bro. Nobody have nothing on you, bro. So that's good stuff right there because cigars and alcoholic or adult beverage goes hand to hand. We understand there is a lot of people out there that drink coffee, drink juice, drink water, you know, drink milk. You gotta drink some milk. But my man Frankie he does a very good job, and I would like to give a big shout out to everybody that doesn't know about this. Stick and Sips Wednesday at 7 p.m. You gotta see my man and the amazing ambassador that comes from the liquor industry, my man Willy Herrera. Bro, thank you so very much for creating amazing cigars for us. The marketing team, you know, you guys are the best, releasing and putting all their mind together and putting amazing product for people, for everybody up there to enjoy. And of course, you know, my people back home in Nicaragua, everybody that are working day in and day out at La Gran Fábrica, Drew Estate in Estelí, Nicaragua. My heart goes to all of them. And of course, you know, our leadership, you know, Jonathan, bro, you're the man, bro, the man behind the magic of Drew Estate. And thank you for let us have a beautiful dream that we will always had in our mind when we were growing up. Being part of Drew Estate was the best thing that happens to all of us. And for everybody that have the opportunity, not the opportunity, for Drew Estate to have the opportunity to bring a lot of people together and the support that people's doing our events. And with Will, my mind is about events and stuff like that. But everybody that comes and support the event, not just Drew Estate, but the retailer. It is amazing, bro. And the retailers, of course, bro, they have been living on Drew Estate. So thank you so much. Congratulations to the lucky winner. Bro, please send me your number because I need some money. I just shock you, bro.
Pedro, you gotta stop doing. I gotta stop putting you first. It's my fault because what in the hell are any of us gonna say, Pedro? What are any of us gonna say after that? I mean, who wants a crack next? I mean, Frank, do you just want to say goodnight to the people? What the hell are we gonna?
Yeah, I'm gonna say goodnight. Thank you for putting me after Pedro yet again.
Willy.
Because Pedro's the man. He embodies the spirit of Drew Estate. Thank you, Pedro, for everything you do. Thank you, Willy, for everything you do, JD, and everybody that makes Drew Estate who we are. And man, I'm so excited about Barn Smokers and Savage Feast. Looking forward to being out with you guys. And JD, I mean, what do you got to say about that, bro?
Yo, I tell you what, man, we are back. This is the line. Shout out to Dave Lazarus, to the sales department, and for, obviously you got some of us out there with them, but you guys know these sales guys. They're not sales guys. They're like just cigar passionate lover. They're talking about the cigars. Drew Estate is back. We've had a couple of years we weren't on the road. We're very protective. And we just didn't want to be out there with that whole shit. But now we're back. And so I say, in closing up tonight, Pedro brought it up, and the people of Esteli, Esteli, baby. So we'll do it. We'll have a great time. We're going to have a great year. We come with love. Everybody feels good together. And, what you feel when you've come to your first Barn Smoker, what you felt the first time you came to Cigar Safari or came to Nicaragua to visit us, or Padron or Nick or whoever, like, let's rekindle that great time. Let's really cherish our times together. We've had people pass away, all of us in our lives. Life goes fast, man. Let's all of us come together at Cigar Safari, bring our cigars, share them, trade them with each other. Let's have a great time together and really just enjoy the fellowship. So that's what I have to say. And great job tonight, Jack. We all had fun tonight. You make it easy for us. And your team, Jonathan and Joe Grow and Jack and Ron and everybody on the technical side. Salesforce, shout out to them. ET, we need more money. We got more ideas. We want to give more shit out for, and make sure everybody's got good shit. So blessing for tonight. Frankie drinks.
Yo, listen, man, we would be amiss, man, because I know you only give the Cuban consortium, X amount of minutes.
This is the Cuban minute,
Jack. So I'm going to allot another 2 minutes to my man, Willy Herrera.
Okay.
Well, hey, man, there's not much I could say. I mean,
no pressure, Willy. You just had 5 amazing speeches in front of you. And
I mean, how can you talk? How can you even come close to any of that?
You got 2 minutes, Willy.
All I say, man, it's been a long 2 years. And, like John was saying, a lot of people have passed away. A lot of people that when we found out they have passed away, we wished, man, I wish I would have said so. I found out they have passed away. We wished, man, I wish I would have said this. So I wish I would have done that. That's been the situation. And, like John said, cherish every moment. Once we're out there again, at these Barn Smokers, at the Cigar Safari, at the events like Pedro's at now, cherish every moment, man, because you just don't know what tomorrow will bring. And I'm excited for what we have in store. There's a lot of big things cooking, and just be on the lookout, man. Just a lot of exciting stuff.
Willy, thank you so much for, you and I had the hardest bar ever where I was like, hey, Pedro, quick goodbye to everybody. And Pedro's like, as a young boy in Esteli, I grew up always and I'm like, ah. So, there's nothing that I could say that couldn't be said. Thank you to everybody that tunes in and supports us. On behalf of Drew Estate, I'll speak for everybody involved in this production and everybody that works for Drew Estate, both U.S. and in Nicaragua. Thank you guys so much for showing up and supporting us. March 1st, head out, grab your 20 Acre Farm swag. Tonight, if you're a DE25 ticket purchaser, check your email. Tomorrow morning, if you're a Barn Smoker / Drew Diplomat folk, check that. Noon tomorrow. Grab your credit card. Sign up for one if you don't have one. Find the money. Come on. You're going to want to be there. We're going to be out and about. So if you guys have any questions, reach out. We're going to find you, get together at Barn Smoker. Let's make it happen. on behalf.
Yo, shout out to Matty Rock, who's helping with the chefs.
Yes.
Yo, big shout out to Matty Rock for this.
Big shout out to Matty Rock
and to Never Good,
Yes.
who's out there. Many blessings. Thank you.
Yes.
And next Wednesday, tune in to 6
All
and
right.
6, baby.
That's
Come
it.
on, man.
Next Wednesday, 6 and 6.
Come on, man. Kenny Jordan, Patron, baby.
We got
Come
Patron.
on, man.
I'm going to
Kenny
call out
Jordan.
to production just at any moment. Please.
What about the Presidente guy? Can you get him for Pedro?
End the show. We are out.
We're working on the Yingling guy.
On behalf of Drew Estate, I don't think we could end this any better.
Fucking guy.
We're out. We're done. We're out of booze. We got to go.
Fucking Pedro. The
Yeah,
Yingling
Jonathan,
Thank
guy.
you so much for joining us.
Man. Well, this is the real deal, right? Yo, player, come taste
End the
some
show.
of the
We're done.
real deal.
Good night.
This is a cigar steeped in a Florida tradition many had forgotten. 25 years in the making, a culmination of brotherhood and a passion for incredible cigars. People often talk about full circle moments. In 1999, when I first met Jonathan Drew, we were fast friends, and through that, a partnership of mutual respect and support formed. He created a culture of industry-disrupting cigars, and we put 100% of our efforts into supporting this company you know as Drew Estate. Here we are more than 20 years later, at the cusp of this full circle moment. The Florida sun-grown tobacco farm is known for its rich, sandy soil that's at the same elevation as Cuba's famous Panardo Rio. This helps create a tobacco that is truly unique and uniquely American. This is the tobacco we grow, one humble harvest at a time. And this is the tobacco highlighted in this limited production cigar. I'm Jeff Borschwitz, and this is the Florida Sun-Grown 20-Acre Farm 25th Anniversary Corona Cigar Company exclusive by Drew Estate.